Okay. Well, it says we're going. Let's see if some people start showing up before I close the stream and restart it.
I'll check the app. Although the thing always seems to have such an awful delay. Definitely seem to be live.
Okay, well, if we're going, that's all I'm worried about. I think it might just not have the right path for recordings, but that's fine. If we post this, we'll just do the stream archive. That's cool.
It's telling me it's streaming on the website.
Then I'm gonna declare that a success and let people look at my handiwork for a little bit before we start proper.
Oh, you got a whole thing going on here.
I wanted to make a little themed image for this.
Yeah.
And since I had no idea what direction we'd be going and there are multiple secret societies for us to join, I wanted to make sure they were all somewhat represented here. I stayed up way too late last night playing this fucking game because I was like, hey, you know what? Let's run through. I was not intending to do a whole campaign, but I was like, let's see. Just make sure I know all the mechanics for this, so going in I won't be completely confused. And then it turned out I was going to stay up until 5 a.m. doing that. That was a mistake.
I still only have the base version of Civ.
Okay.
I've never seen like any of the stuff they added.
Ooh, okay. Well, hey, I wonder, can I? Because the intro movie to this is pretty good and it'd be fun to watch, but I don't think I can just trigger it without restarting the game, so forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they changed the whole opening and it's all about friggin' environment effects and you know, mankind ruining the earth before him.
Completely fictional, of course.
No, yeah, absolutely. A purely fantasy setting.
I wonder if I should set my input sensitivity down a bit, up a bit, so that it's not constantly having my mic on.
That'd be good.
I guess it's better than me cutting out.
Yeah, I'd rather hear a little bit of background fuzz than have you cut out, personally.
Yeah.
But
And I guess
also, you still sound a
drowning
little
out.
quiet, definitely compared to Quinn. And Quinn's pretty normal.
Do you want me to turn up my gain some more?
Just a tiny bit, I think, should do it.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you're clear so everyone can hear you.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not a loud talker in my normal speaking voice. I can't project, but
I've realized I very much flip. I can either be very soft-spoken, or sometimes if I get excited, I will unconsciously get very loud.
Mm-hmm. I'm generally very quiet. I had to learn to project for theater, but I don't use it a lot in normal conversation.
Wait a minute. Okay, I got really nervous because when I clicked outside the Discord window, it was acting like it was not streaming to you guys anymore, but it's just saying it closes my preview, but the stream is
Yeah, it
continuing.
pauses.
Okay.
I've had that happen.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Then that makes me significantly less worried. Yeah. So you guys don't know anything about or hardly anything about these updates? I think you both just have the base version of the game.
I followed the news enough that I don't know how any of the mechanics work together. I just know that as time goes on, you pollute stuff, sea levels rise, all that junk.
Okay. Do
Yeah,
you know?
I know nothing about any of it.
Okay. Quinn? Do you know anything about like the secret society stuff that they added in the recent stuff?
That I do not know. Not at all.
Okay. Also, people, I'm adjusting my mic volume. It looks like I was turning really red on OBS. Let me know if I'm super loud compared to everyone else. But yeah, no, they've added a bunch of stuff to this, and like, I'm guessing since you have Civ 6, I'm assuming you guys played Civ 5, maybe? That's the only
have
other
that
Civ
on
I
Steam
played.
as well.
Ages ago, but yes.
Okay. Initially, when Civ 6 came out, I was kind of disappointed. I think the base game, compared to Civ 5 with all the DLC, which is an unfair comparison, but it felt small by comparison. So I'm curious if you guys picked up the base game now, how much they've like just changed with free updates versus the DLC stuff. But I think with what they've added, with everything they've added now, I think I've finally kind of crossed over, and I think I like Civ 6 more than 5 now.
Yeah, I don't play Civ 6 as much as I think I did 5 for a while. But it's still a game where, unlike most games, I could spend like 5 hours playing it and be like, wow, where'd the time go?
Yeah.
And I can't really do that with most games.
This has become my...
Most of the time I get tired in like 2 hours.
It's become my default, I'm going to do something else, but I want to like have something I'm interacting with kind of game. Like, I'm going to turn on this podcast or watch this thing, but on my periphery, I'll also have this running.
Yeah, like something where it's just like, I want 2 parts of my brain occupied. Let's see, what is recommended to me right now?
Ooh.
A lot of channels with like thousands of people watching. What the fuck?
We're going to
One is
recommend
just-
you the stuff to everyone, but hey, real quick, Toda Joa with 500 bits saying, "Heyo, Civ got some updates. Guess I'll start up a new game myself." I'd recommend it.
Go for it.
Tom of the Dragon, thank you for the 25-month resub. Something I will bring up is that apparently today is the beginning of September, where you can start a sub for 30% off. Don't know if that's just for... I feel that's probably just for September. Hey, if you want to start a sub, it's pretty cheap now.
Quinn, damn it. Okay, I kind of wanted to talk about this maybe off stream before, but now that we've mentioned it's September, I was thinking, in this game, you can rename, like, all of your cities and units and stuff. And I was thinking, like, what if for today we were like, hey, if you sub, you can rename something. But I don't know how we would keep track of all that, so maybe that would be too difficult. But just something I wanted to float out there for some kind of incentive.
I could see that. People just have to tell us at the time, and we'd have to...
Yes,
keep track of it.
please tell me if you want me to rename a city or a unit, and I will, to the best of my abilities, assuming it's appropriate, will do such. But okay, I think we're close enough to time now. I'll go ahead and show people the game and not make them look at the contraption I made. Behold. Oh, I was hoping there'd be a better transition, but I guess I need to put that in, didn't I? I'm gonna set OBS to performance mode. Chat, let me know if it breaks. Sometimes I feel like it can mess with how it displays, but we're here with Civ 6, The Gathering Storm. Actually, that's not even technically the update. I don't think they named the update with the... So that might be free, actually, now that I think about it, since I don't think they gave a name to any of the other stuff. But we're going to play a game because they've added some new game modes to Civ 6. In particular, these two. We messed a little bit with the Apocalypse mode. I think we barely dabbled in it the last time we played. But they've added much more, and I think we might just go with all 3 of these. But to get them out of the way, to explain what they do, they recently added disasters, which could be like floods, tornadoes, earth. Actually, I don't know if there are earthquakes. I don't think I've ever seen one. But a bunch of different natural disasters. In Apocalypse mode, that cranks us up all the way, and the things that go bad can go even worse. But your people can use their maybe their faith and their mysticism to summon these terrible things, so you can weaponize them against your opponents, should you so choose.
Just like real life.
Yeah. Also, much like real life, these disasters in their wake actually leave things kind of behind naturally better. So, like, after a volcano erupts, that soil is going to be enriched and way better for farming. So it's like you could trigger this stuff on yourself to improve your own yields. There's ways to strategize around it and stuff, but that's what that adds, and I think it's a pretty fun modifier, and adds a big layer of chance.
That could be fun.
Another additional game mode, which is the thing I'm honestly the most excited about and is a little bit older, but we still haven't really shown it off, is the secret societies. In this game, there were governors, which you could establish in each of your city to kind of make them work a little better or like be more focused towards a kind of city. The secret societies let you really like min-max in a direction should you desire. There's kind of like, I believe, I can't move off this and point at the things, but there's one for like a vampire kind of cult. There's an Illuminati. There's a Cthulhu thing, and I believe I haven't really messed with it, but the other one I think might be either Ancient Aliens or just like kind of like the god in math kind of sequence where it seems to be all like science and hey, if we're near these specific points on Earth, our people are just better kind of thing. So I don't know exactly what real world connection that has, but you know, it's one of those, and it seems neat. But it adds a lot of really interesting stuff, I think. So I'm super stoked to look at it. That's the main thing I want to focus on. The other one, which I'm less keen on, but not against. So if you guys are up for it, we can definitely do it. But it shuffles the order of science and culture things that you get. So hey, you might figure out how to work gunpowder, but you still don't know what a boat is. Like kind of just like weird shit where like you will learn things out of order, and it's going to require you to kind of work with other communities or civilizations to maybe fill in those gaps, or you'll just hit them later, depending on how you run it. I think it can be interesting, but it can also be frustrating when you're like, oh yeah, and then we're going to unlock swords, and then we're going to be ready for this war. But it turns out you're not going to figure out swords until you've mined uranium in the atomic age, and you have no idea. So like,
we don't know what a sword is, but we have guns.
Yeah, and like, so it has a chance to really fuck you over. But every time I've messed with it, it's either been like barely detectable that it's different, and just frustrating that I'm like, I want to see what I'm going to learn next, and it's like, well, it's a mystery. It's one of those like I'm here or there on it. I'm willing to throw it in since it's technically the new thing, and that's like the newest addition they've added. If we want to show it off, but I'm personally not super crazy about it.
I think that one might be more fun if we were doing like the three of us competing with each other, something that would force us to collaborate a bit. Which, by the way, folks, we're not playing together. We're doing one game that Grant's controlling.
Yeah,
if you're interested in that, let us know, and maybe we'll do that at some point.
Yeah, I know we did a multiplayer game earlier, but this game really slows down in multiplayer. So if it's something you're gonna do, I feel like we could have done it maybe better than how we did it, and I don't know what that way is.
But yeah, for this one, we're gonna be together on this one adventure and see what happens.
I like it. I think we can. I'll go ahead and turn this off for now. We can maybe mess with that another time. Chat
doesn't seem big on it.
So. Yeah. Chat seemed pretty lukewarm on it. So if you guys aren't like dying to see it, then maybe I'll turn it off for now. I'll set our map size to standard. I personally like continents and islands because sometimes there are civilizations that are very water-based, and if they're stuck landlocked, they really don't get to do much. So islands kind of lets them have a chance to do things. I'm going to set our game speed to quick just so we can get through stuff a little faster than normal. Prince is the default difficulty. I like it. Do we want to pick our civilization or leave that in the hands of fate? I'm open for whatever.
I say randomized.
Random? Quinn, do you have a perspective?
And that could go so... Because I know, especially... in this one, since you have like Canada that really benefits from tundra, but none of the other civs do.
Luckily, this game does have like kind of a built-in AI to it will try to place you on a map close to stuff that works with what you're good with. Like it will try to give you a layer of that.
Yeah, then let's go random. There's always that fun, because I feel like if we don't go random, we might spend another 10 minutes just trying to pick an opening civ.
And since I have all of the DLC, I just want to emphasize there are a lot of possibilities. Like all of these may either be us or on our map. But okay, I like the idea of random as well. That's usually what I'm doing when I'm playing. So let's go ahead and start and see how we go. Sometimes this takes a bit to load, so you know, hangout time. I have no idea.
Waiting for Sean Bean's voice to just pipe in and let us know who we're playing as.
Weird giant eyes.
And you're like, shut up, John Bean. I'm just trying to play the game. I don't need you talking to me.
There's a couple things that he has. Oh wow, maybe I need to crank his. I might need to crank his voice back up. Okay, so we are Germany. The German Empire is a good, like wartime civ. So we may be an aggressor if we want to play to our strengths.
Let's gobble up some city-states.
Hell yeah. Oh man, I've never really played someone who fucks with city-states. They're usually the thing I leave alone and like.
Yeah,
well,
no, I
well, not leave alone. I buddy up with them usually.
Every time I play the base game, I either go with, I think, Greece, which actively gets a bonus for making friends with city-states, or I just use them as proxies.
I like to just befriend city-states and like snag them away from other people and just have the most friends.
Yes. Yeah. No. Usually my goal is to be like, I'll make all the other major civilizations probably kind of hate me, but I tend to be like, I'm gonna be buddies with all the city-states. So this might weirdly be the opposite route for this guy.
Yeah, I guess we got to be the meme guy. Just picking on the small kids.
Guy that sleeps in armor for all eternity.
And it looks like we have a unique production zone, so we'll be able to make production really fast. So maybe, like, I guess technically we could work with the other victory conditions in an effort to just build really fast.
But we're looking at cults.
But yes, cult stuff. Which, speaking of, if we're gonna go after, if there's a specific cult we want to go after, actually, let me look this up so I can be all cool. I barely use this thing, but hey, this game has the Civipedia, which you can just pull up and find whatever you're looking for. So the secret societies, we have, these are our 4 options. Owls of Minerva, which focus on government and trade, probably not going to be us. We're looking to be violent or worky, but and they like city-states. They become friends with city-states a lot.
So yeah, we'd kind of clash with that.
Yeah, so I think that's not us. Hermeneutic Order, Society of Unorthodox Scientists and Alchemists. Their works focus on science, great people, and resources. Find natural wonders for them. So if we're thinking science, that's where we want to go.
I don't know. Germany and weird science, I might want to avoid that.
I think we might not want to dance too close to the cult, lest we repeat some history. Well, speaking of cults, we could also go with the Void Singers, a nihilistic cult of dark elder gods. We focus on religion and relics and disloyalty. We contact them via tribal villages. But what I think we're going to go with, and the one I actually might have won with last night, the Sanguine Pact, an unhealthy appetite for blood and focus on building a strong military. You find them by clearing barbarian camps.
I like the vampire one.
Yeah, I like the idea of the vampires quite a bit. So that's probably what we're going to go for. This is not a mod for Froduck42 for asking. This is actually built into the game now. It's a new mode that you can play. But all right, I think this seems like I tend to just go with like the default spot. I might move 1 or 2 places, but I don't like having a turn where I'm not making something. So
yeah,
bada bing. I'm gonna say this is our capital, Aachen. Do we want to give people the possibility to rename stuff with subs? I'll probably be focusing on the game, but if someone else can keep track of that, I'd be down.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, and I think the chat may come up with something better than Aachen.
I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna
chat. Try to keep it vampire flavored. I think.
Yes, I like that too.
I mean, it's Germany. There has to be plenty of names that come pretty close to Germanic and vampiric.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, you know, Hungary's the big vampire place, but like that's not too far away.
Now I'll leave. Like. I'll try to do a bunch of like the quick little decisions, just kind of fast. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say I've probably played this the most out of the 3 of us, considering I have somewhere in like the 500 hours on this fucking game.
You've definitely outpaced me.
So I'll probably just do a bunch of little decisions, just kind of autopiloting here. I like to start with a scout just to get a good look at your area, and then kind of work from there once you know what you're working with. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for now. And looking for barbarian camps to become vampires.
We got a sub from Bernie Cinders. Bernie Cinders, if you have a name, throw it at us.
Yeah. If you sub, shout out if there's something you would like us to name, be it a unit or a city, and we will add it.
And yeah, chat. The reason why I said Hungary is because Transylvania, what used to be Transylvania, exists in Hungary.
So we've met a city-state, which triggers us to be able to join the Owls of Minerva. But if we join them, we can't join any other secret society. We talked about how this probably won't work with us, so we're just going to use this point that we've gotten to go with one of our other governors. Stephan, you said you only have the base game. I don't know if these guys are in the base game. Does any of this look familiar?
I don't recognize any of this.
Okay, then this was the first major update. So you guys might not know about this stuff either. You can now assign governors to cities, and throughout different things in the game, you will get governor titles. The secret societies, they don't get assigned to a city. They are just like kind of a universal thing. So they're kind of their own thing, but they use the same resource. I personally... Oh, God.
I was just gonna correct myself. I'm wrong about the Transylvania thing. I don't know how I got my wires crossed there.
Oh, nice. Geography's
I just
hard.
like to tell people when I'm wrong.
I appreciate it.
I can't say the username.
Tater Slammer? Tater
I feel
Slammer?
like I get censored. Well, Tater Slammer 69 for the tier 1 sub. You've just joined the team. Welcome. If you have an idea for a Germanic vampiric city, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, just tell us.
Fanghaven. That sounds like
Fanghaven.
a good starting point for our civilization.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, Fanghaven. All right, that'll be our capital. I'll read. Actually, you know what? I can do that right now before I forget. I never really do that.
Fanghaven, the country that's totally not made up of vampires.
Exactly.
Definitely.
How do you?
Because it's supposed to be
rename this?
secret.
I know you can't. Oh, there it is. Fanghaven. It's gonna be a real shame if we somehow miss out on the vampires.
We're really going all in.
But okay, but
Civilization. There have to be barbarians way too close for comfort.
oh yeah,
somewhere.
they're and because we're a friggin' military focused civ, I'm sure they're putting them around us too. But real quick to fill you in on what governors do, you can assign them to cities. They each have their own perks. Each one's kind of based on its own thing. This guy's your combat dude. This is your city-state liaison. This is your religion guy. This is like your productivity guy, as she is sort of also science and culture, money. And that's kind of what you're looking at. I like to open with Magnus because he, if you clear out woods or something, gives you 1.5 times whatever you would be getting for clearing it. And one of his first things that you can get is settlers don't eat up one of your population, which is usually one of the biggest things that settlers cost. So you don't have to worry about your capital getting smaller as you're expanding your other cities. So that's who will be our first guy. Just so.
Plus, he looks like he could be a vampire.
Yeah, he could be a vampire. And Magnus, that's a fucking vampire name.
Hell yeah, him and Victor.
Yeah.
Those are the vampires.
Those are our vampire bros. I'd be fine with that. But I'm just going to keep kind of exploring around, looking primarily for barbarian camps so we can maybe join the vampires.
Well, we found some barbarians. A camp is probably not far away.
No, these aren't barbarians. These are from Granada.
Oh, yeah, no, those are the...
Yeah, the barbarians will have the red outline
inverse,
with the...
yeah.
But Granada is a military city-state, and while we do hate city-states, apparently, as our guy... Again, I've never played as Germany, so I don't really know what their long-term plan is. But we might actually want to be friends with them so we can take advantage of their military boosts that they give.
Then we kill them.
Then we can... Thank you. Yes, no, you know exactly how this plays. We be friends with them until they no longer help us. There's a tribal village right here. That'll probably trigger us to join the religion cult one. So we probably won't take that either. So that'll probably just give us a free upgrade for Magnus again, so our settlers won't take away from us. I'm gonna go with this. And if you guys have, stuff you would rather me do, let me know.
There we go.
That's a barbarian. I'll let settlers come from you faster. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. I was gonna say, I don't know if it would be better to make the city just grow faster right away. There's a barbarian. I can't move to attack him yet. Oh, and we got a free recon unit. Perfect. So we have a ton of dudes for scouting now.
Awesome.
Right. I'm gonna set you to rando.
Yeah, just get out there, go do stuff.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
guys
probably
just
do something stupid and
you guys go
keep
do
telling
something
you
and
no.
do stupid things.
Stop going near the people that are gonna kill you. Nah, we're gonna keep walking there.
normally I would go for a more like building into my city, like maybe adding a monument or something. But since we're going to be military focused, and I have a feeling Jerusalem's probably first on our hit list, I think I'm just going to start building the army right away and just be ready for him.
I'm just gonna open up with the war on Jerusalem. Huh?
Look, man, they should have known. It's their fault for being neighbors with Germany. You know,
we did not create this situation. I just want to say that, like, this situation happened to us. We happened to be a
you saw us put random leader and random world. We
did not want this.
You can all bear witness. This was not a setup. I really want to find this barbarian camp though, because the longer you take to find it, the harder it is to get it. Because I think the more people join a secret society, the lesser your chances are to join it.
You gotta get it on the ground floor.
Yes. Yeah. Once they've made some friends, they don't really care.
Yeah.
All right. Germany gets the cool bonus where they get 2 military policies out the gate, so we're gonna get both of these. How do you guys feel on us making a religion? Like, it doesn't need to be our focus, but it will be something that we can put some effort into. There's a lot of cool stuff you can get from a religion, but also if it's not your pure focus, sometimes it can just divide your efforts. So where you guys leaning?
Production seems good for war.
Production is quite good for war. That is true. And
If we're gonna be a war machine,
the only reason I would want to get into religion is just to make sure another civilization can't steamroll us with that, and then just get much closer to winning.
Yeah. And nothing says we can't make up whatever faith we would have been getting from this later. Like, that's usually the only reason I like to put God King up front, is if I'm really racing for a religion. Plus, we're already naturally getting a faith yield, so I don't think it's too big a deal.
I guess depending on the religion, like, it'd be a little weird to be vampires being all religious. We definitely can't.
We worship the blood god.
Yeah, we'd have to pick something a little pagan, I think, but.
With where I saw that guy, I have a feeling that the camp must be probably in this neighborhood somewhere. Start working on a second city. Hopefully find a... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Hopefully find a barbarian camp soon. And get our vampires going. Hey! They found us! That's even better. Because now they are just literally right on our doorstep. And if we keep
We're definitely setting ourselves up to be the bad guys, no matter how you look at this.
Yes, I definitely think we have established ourselves. We're going to be the villains in Civ. But hey, you know what? Sometimes that's the way you play. This game is a lot of dealing with the hand.
Everyone else loses.
A lot of this game is dealing with the hand you're dealt, and sometimes the hand you're dealt is being an asshole.
Oh. It was literally right there.
Yes,
the whole time.
Well, no, it just appeared. Like
appeared there. Okay.
Yeah, it just spawned there, and that's why I was like, oh, they came to us.
Yeah, it'd be amazing if it was just there.
No, yeah, if it had been there the whole time, that would have been great. Let's see.
Hey guys, want to join our vampire cult? No? Well, then we're gonna eat you.
Can we name our vampire cult, I guess they have their own name.
We can name our vampires, but we cannot name our cult. Because you can name every.
The sub will become our vampire.
Well, like, that's the thing. You can name every unit if we want to. If people have names they want to do, literally, all of them can be named.
Okay.
So if you're like, I want to name your warrior blank, like, go ahead and shout that out if you want.
I guess you can choose the next thing you want to name if you want. It doesn't have to be cities.
We should probably learn how to fish, because we've got some fish and turtles nearby.
I wouldn't blame Jerusalem for taking the initiative here. We're just attacking us right away.
Yes, but luckily, I don't think I've ever seen a city-state initiate a fight. They will go into fight if whatever civilization they're friends with goes to war. But I don't think I've ever seen them initiate a fight. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think we're
just
safe.
Small and scrappy.
Yeah, I think we will be able to, unless they team up with other civs, we'll be able to pick and choose when we kill off some city-states.
Gotcha.
But you never know. Okay, we did not. Normally, we would get the little thing that would say we got the pact, which means someone probably beat us to it. We can still get it. It's just gonna take a little bit longer than I was hoping. But as long as we keep finding barbarian camps, which if we keep expanding, we should be able to. I'm gonna hit this place because, assuming we get there before these 5 turns are up, we will get a tech boost for settling a coastal city.
Yeah, coastal cities in general makes sense. Water's life.
It's funny because, like, of the, like, 400 or 500 hours I've put into this game, it took me a long time to really start realizing how important a navy could be in this game. Like, you can really run this game if you own the ocean.
I mean, historically, that's what gave Great Britain the leg up. The Queen's Navy kind of led the charge there for the Empire.
Keep locked to you because I don't know if there's. I doubt there's a barbarian lurking in the darkness, but just in case, I think I'm gonna set this guy to auto next turn, so I'm not doing him every turn.
Yeah.
I usually like to early game control him. Ooh, okay, another warrior. That probably means there's a camp nearby, so another chance. I typically like to run my scouts early on, but since we're streaming and I'd like to move through things, I'll just let them auto. They might get themselves into trouble, but we'll be fine.
Chicano just subbed for 43 months. This is his 43rd month.
Thank you.
So, Chicano, you got a name? Throw it at us.
Yeah, if you would like to name, well, we've already named this city, but we have a new city now. If you'd like to rename it, or any of our units.
Cologne.
Yeah, or we could just keep Cologne, should you so choose.
That sounds about right, too.
All right, so even though we haven't been gunning for it, we have gained enough faith to found a pantheon. We probably aren't going to be near tundras or deserts that much. We've got some rainforest here, if that's something we'd want to look into. Nearest river's a little bit away, so I don't think the river goddess is going to be much help.
We did just set something up near the sea.
Yeah, we could.
God of the Forge. Did you see that?
Wait, where was... Oh, Forge, yeah, I was right on. Towards ancient and classic. Ooh. Okay,
that
so we could. Yeah, that does seem like something we would do.
If we're looking to kill.
That said, while not kind of like the direct boost we're looking for, instantly getting a builder is also pretty good. Like that that immediately lets us improve these resources.
That's true too.
Which is a pretty strong front lead. So I would be down with either of those. But if you guys are more feeling the Forge, I am totally down to do that.
I like that the builder gets us doing stuff faster.
All right. Well, then maybe we'll go with builder first. Because I think it's not here, so someone else is probably also getting faith. And since our faith gain wasn't the best, it's easy for them to get a lead. But I know one of the pantheons, and it's always the first one that's taken, is one that gives you a free settler. And it's just like, automatically a new city? Yeah, no, I don't care what I'm focusing on. That's better than anything.
By the way, Chicano did drop a name for Cologne. He wants to call it New Cologne.
New Cologne. Hey, all right.
Okay, that works.
I also have Chuckles19 back with a 22-month resub. So Chuckles, at this point we don't have a city for you to name, but if the next unit is yours, I recommend not renaming the builder, as that poor soul is not long for this world.
Yeah, like we can have a warrior. We can have a warrior group named after whatever you want.
And like the thing is, when these things die, they're gone. So that makes it like you hope you'll be disappointed if we send your unit into the front lines.
Hey, you want to sign up for disappointment? Thanks for the sub.
We have some rocks here, so we'll probably get a quarry soon. So I'm going to make this our next thing to study, just so we get the boost for it. All right. Let's maybe make you...
What's going on with our traveling band of warriors?
they're over here. They got hurt really bad in this flood, so I tried to move them away. Because we were hanging out here. We beat up this barbarian pretty good. We were leaving him in a rough place, and then all of a sudden, God decided he wanted in on this action and flooded this river, and it nearly wiped out our traveling warrior. So I'm gonna try and
is the enemy of vampires.
a little bit. So I'm gonna try and get some distance here and maybe heal him.
Now I want to create our own religion out of spite.
All right, we totally can. We can make atheism our religion if we want, you guys. I've done it before. Whenever I play as a science civ, that's always when I make my religion, like reason or something.
Oh god, it reminds me of that lovely part of the French Revolution where they turned Notre Dame into the Church of Reason.
Yeah. I want to start getting more culture. I was thinking of building more warriors, but I think for now.
You know, Grant, self-improvement is important. So yeah, take in some culture.
I've been trying, man. I've been watching. Well, I haven't been enjoying the classics, but I've been watching a bunch of new TV shows.
Oh, okay.
If we have to make Chuckles came back saying that Chuckler sounds like a good name for a band of warriors. I don't know if the ones that just got flooded should be named that. They might die.
Yeah, Chuckler. I'll go ahead and give you this guy who's already been upgraded. I'm pretty sure you can rename these, can't you? I'm almost positive.
We also have Todajoa, who, if you have a name, Todajoa, just let us know. This is their tier 1 sub. And North Countryman is continuing a gift sub they got from Rise Up 88.
Can you not rename units in this one? Maybe you can't rename units in 6. Maybe that was a 5 thing.
Oh, you need to promote them, and then you can name them. So you gotta.
Okay, so they have to be promoted to be renamed.
So the other guys are probably the ones you want to name once they get a little more action under their belt.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the guy. Like, I'll go more into their mechanics once we unlock vampires, but I'm really excited to unlock them because they add a fun wrinkle to how war works.
Awesome.
Like, it's. Ironically, okay, so the game I played last night was I was the Aztecs and we became vampires because they're another very war-focused civilization. And it worked out really well because their whole thing is when they kill units, they recruit them as builders. So I looked at it as like their thralls. But vampires can add a bunch of wacky stuff in the late game, like some goofy teleporting stuff. They get stronger with every unit they kill. So like it's just like your goal is to preserve them.
Yeah. And North Countryman wants Gothric for whatever the next city is.
Gothric? Okay.
Gothric.
And
Todajoa would like a city named Ravenloft.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to keep a master list of these so they're not forgotten with time.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm definitely down to do all these.
I'll put it in our chat.
Thank you. Actually, you know what? Let's get that one. Oh no! All right, well, one of our military units just died because that flood certainly killed him.
Come on, God. Play ball. We haven't even gotten to when your son was born.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, but like those barbarians.
Wait, I forgot the theory was having a kid chilled him out. So I guess we're going to be screwed.
This is accurate to scripture, I suppose.
All right, we got some XP at least.
Yeah, we killed that. We killed that guy. You know what? We'll just keep you locked here in case something shows up on our. In case a barbarian spawns like here or something, we'll have you ready.
21 Jump Skeet asks, Grant, are you planning on streaming Civ 6 soon personally?
Maybe. I've actually really liked, from what I messed with the Secret Society stuff, I actually really like almost all the stuff it adds. Because as someone who also tends to like being friends with city-states, the the Minerva's Owls or whatever they're called, they're really good with that, and I think there's some real good fun synergy there. We're starting to get some war, but we also have some tea that we could be using to make our people happier, or we could just be learning how to read. What direction do you guys think we should go?
I don't know. Vampires do like to brood and write diaries.
That's true. They do love their big studies and libraries.
Yeah, and often who's gonna interview a vampire if you don't write stuff down.
Ah, yeah. You can't have a diary of a vampire without knowing how to write.
Yeah, exactly. No vampire diaries, no interviews with vampires. You gotta have writing.
Real quick, just to inform people on what city-states can do, even though we are eventually going to be gunning for these things based on our skills, they will give you different boosts based on how many envoys you've sent to them. It's always good to just get like the first envoy out of the way because it always gives you like a small bonus to your capital. So just getting them all evened out, that'll put more production towards units, which will directly help making a settler. Alexander the Great! Another warlike civ.
He fucks. Look at that.
Look at that.
Who
He
knows?
fucks.
He's got that almost, well, not anymore, but he always had a DreamWorks smirk in the other pose.
I remember back in like Civilization Revolution when he'd show up, it's like, oh, well, you're totally gay. Wait,
I mean,
you
he was.
the scene.
I'm pretty sure Alexander was bisexual.
Even though we're probably going to go after him and kill him. Okay, interesting. Even though I consider him a pretty war civ, he has gone with the Science Society, which by default will make him immediately not like us as much. He will, as soon as the turn rolls over, he will notice we're not on his thing. So I'm going to try and up front get friendly with him. Just to, never mind. He's already not a fan. Usually they default.
I don't like vampires.
Does he have anything we could buy off of him? We don't really need horses right now, so we'll leave him alone for now.
Mega Man 123321 subscribed with their Prime membership.
Thanks,
you.
Mega
And
Man.
if you have a name for a place or a unit or whatever, just let us know. We have a list building.
I don't like the fact that we're starting to almost end this era and we are a long way away from having a golden age. But, oh well. Were the age things in the base game also, now that I think about it?
I think those came in Rise and Fall.
Okay, so that's also something that you guys might not be familiar with. Yeah, after an established number of turns, I believe, or maybe it's after a certain technology is discovered, the world era shifts, and if you did enough cool historically noted things, which they throw in your historic timeline, so whenever you see this overlay show up, that means you did something good, you get era score, and if you fill up this, you will have a normal age. If you don't fill it up, like we are currently in danger of, we will have a dark age, which will make our people less loyal, but it gives us a couple like bonuses we can use to catch up. So it's like immediately bad, but it gives you a chance to really shoot ahead after.
Yeah,
so,
I'm pretty sure the base game like has eras, but like that mechanic was definitely not a thing in the base game.
Okay, but with a normal age, you just keep your standard stuff. If you wrap all the way around again to a golden age, you get some really good bonuses, but it's harder to get era score. So like, kind of sets you up to have a dark age shortly after your golden age.
Gotcha.
But then the dark age is set to propel you to a gold.
So should we pick something that will get done relatively quickly, within 9 turns?
Yeah, we could do that.
Archery's good.
Yeah,
good.
I think archery would be strong. Actually, irrigation might be better just because we have some things that would use it. We're gonna start wanting to get tea, and that's gonna make our people happier. And if they're happier during,
like tea.
Yeah.
They don't drink vine, but they might like a good cup of tea.
It's their cup of tea, if you will. We've met another city-state, Taruga.
Taruga.
Yeah, we're the fucking wolf in the Looney Tunes cartoon. We just saw a pretty lady.
The one I've only ever watched via The Mask.
Oh shit! Simon Bolivar of Gran Colombia. This guy is, in my opinion, also a bit of a military civilization. So we are surrounded by bullies as bullies ourselves. So we might be setting ourselves to be like, we gotta shoot this guy to prove that we're the toughest guy in prison pretty soon.
It's like 4chan, just a really toxic environment.
No, yeah, we've definitely surrounded ourselves with toxic masculinity at this point. What way? All right, I was thinking of maybe trying to expand in this direction, but it looks like we're just not able to because it's already claimed by other people. Oh man, This looks like a big city here, and it's got it's not a dotted line, so that is not a city-state. Is that looks like it might be the same color, so that's probably Alexander's capital right there. So
that's all they got too.
Yeah. So we're gonna be racing to here. I have a feeling we're gonna have some conflicts once both of our civilizations reach here. So I think we're gonna send our next settler right here, and have a third city leading us into a big showdown with them. So this might be when shit starts getting bad. For them, of course.
Yeah. So we're finally getting out in the next city. We're going to be naming it Gothric, I believe.
Gothric, yes.
Also, DJ Nerd Rage, thank you for the 25-month resub. If you have a unit or a city name we need to put on a list, let us know.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this here, but I actually don't want to build it yet. I want us to be a little stronger first.
So I apologize in advance. The storm has finally arrived in my area, and if you hear some loud tapping, that's it hitting my window.
It's been looking like muggy outside my window all day today, but has not actually rained for me.
It rained somewhere around noon, in our area, but.
Well, I'm at the house now. I'm more.
Right, you're not here anymore.
Yeah, so the things that are happening directly around you are not happening around me.
No longer directly affect you, man. We're so far away now.
It's a whole 20-ish minute drive. The other guy, Grand Columbia, Simon Bolivar. Actually, you know what? I should see if. Okay, so he's part of the Minerva. So he's friends with city-states. Let's see if he wants to be our friend. All right, he was cool.
Yeah, he's cool with that. Cool.
Do you have shit we could buy off you? No. I like checking on the other civs early just to see if they've got stuff to either sell or buy from us. But right now, everyone's kind of on par with each other.
I often like to make friends with people and instantly get open borders.
Yeah, and just be able to walk through.
Free travel.
Yes, yeah. No, I can agree with that for sure. Let's up that. Get ourselves some defense against barbarians and start building encampments, which we will make use of.
I really honestly I find vampire stuff fascinating. I really wanted to get into that game Vampire. I never was.
Oh yeah.
I just, not that I didn't like it, I just didn't have the time.
Me and Nick played it for a TFS thing.
Yeah.
I thought it seemed neat, a little rough around the edges. I hear they're making a sequel though, and I feel like it's definitely this could work better as a sequel.
Yeah, it might be a thing where it'll reach its full potential with a sequel.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got from it.
It took The Witcher 3 games, so.
I heard a lot of people really liked 2. I never played it, but I definitely heard a lot of people singing 2's praises.
2 I don't like as much, and I think the controls are ass. The action controls just blatantly suck.
Oh, these assholes, they're getting in our way. We need to cross this river. Granada, you're already putting yourself high on our kill list.
Yeah, we feel a little weird about Jerusalem, but so if anyone else even remotely gets on our nerves,
even kind of makes us annoyed.
That'll be less awkward for us.
Oh, I just noticed one of our forests are on fire.
Oh, okay. He's already mad.
Yeah, he does not like that our military is small.
He put his helmet on just to yell at us, then took it off.
It makes me so angry. It just pulls it off.
This is my intimidation helmet.
All right, we have entered a dark age. Germany's dark ages back in 1600 BC.
Here comes the Black Plague again.
Period of time.
Black Plague hit Germany, right?
We conquered Grenada.
All right. I was thinking... Or wait. Oh, it's right there. But part of me wants to make it over the river just so we can get a road to it, so we can always cross that in one turn.
Welcome to Tiny Train World brings up a great point. Grenada can soon become Grant-nada.
Ooh. All right, so now that we're in the Dark Age, we get to pick one of these bonuses, and whichever one we think will work best for us is probably the one we should do. even though none of these are directly military based, I think the easiest one to build score with is the science one, because you tend to get those eurekas, like the little, like make sure you do this and you'll get a boost.
Yeah.
I tend to do the most of those on accident.
Yeah, me too. Like last time I played, that was pretty easy to do.
I think this is a good, this feels like a kind of a bait to me, because in my mind I'm like, well, I'm definitely going to build districts, so I know I'm going to get score. But those take a take a long time. This is something you can accidentally get like 3 times in a turn. And so like that's why I think this is usually the best one, unless you're going like really religious.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And damn it, we still have not found very many barbarian encampments. And I think it's because we're surrounded by people. Well, okay, there's one. But it's with our friggin' scout who won't be able to kill it.
I asked that question about the Black Plague before, and Jubberwocky said the Black Plague was used in Germany. I like that phrasing.
Used?
It was all the huge.
Oh,
it was
huge.
all the rage. Everybody was getting the Black Plague. It was just Black Plague all around.
We were plaguing all over the place.
Like it was in fashion.
One of our rainforests is on fire.
That's not good.
While it's on fire, we can't do anything with it, and I think its yields are nullified.
That makes sense.
But once the fire clears out, it will grow back even stronger, and so it will be improved after the fire burns out. Hey, let's learn how to actually. Oh, never mind. You will also campus.
Yeah, at least we're doing good on gold.
Yeah, I'd say actually our money is not at all worrisome right now. I guess just keep auto-exploring, whatever. I keep hoping you guys are going to stumble onto more barbarian camps, but you're apparently all going in the same direction.
Yeah, when you tell scouts to just do their own thing, they seem to be stupid.
Yeah. Run away! Oh, someone else. Tamar of Georgia. I can't believe they're giving states their own civilization in this.
Ugh. Just the bar's lowered.
Where's my Ohio civ? Oh man, Simon's gonna make another city. Oh jeez. I hate seeing that other civs have as many cities as we do. We're about to finish building a district, so that's probably going to be good.
It's okay, they're just making more people farms for our vampires.
That's true. Man, I really want us to find the vampire thing soon, because I want to start putting these points into it.
Yeah, we need it.
All right, we could... All right, so here are our 2 options, and this is always like the first impasse I come to when it comes to the governors. So we have 2 cities, which means we could either make Magnus better, or we could give New Cologne its own governor and make it better. One of my favorite upgrades for Magnus is the surplus logic, where his city starts growing faster, and any trade route going to his city gives it more food, which right now New Cologne is doing. So New Cologne could be getting more food by technically improving both cities. But the thing I would give to New Cologne would probably be this guy, who is all about the first thing he does is just immediately a 15% upgrade in how much science and culture you're putting out. Which is
plus the boost.
Yeah, which is just a good quick boost.
I'd say giving another city a power up as well makes sense to me.
All right, then I say we're gonna
because if it gets more food, it will grow faster, and if it grows faster, we can put more special stuff in it. I figure, given the fact that our growth is already hampered by close neighbors in our geography, it might be better to get these cities leveled up as soon as possible.
So you're also for the give everybody.
I think he's in favor of giving Magnus.
Give it to Magnus, because if Magnus adds up the food and these guys are trading with each other, then they grow faster.
Because basically the thing I like about giving this upgrade to Magnus is it now passively basically upgrades every other city. Whereas this will only upgrade the one city we put him in, but it is like a better boost. So it's like we get more good out of one city, or a little bit of good to every city.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm convinced. I didn't need that much. I guess I didn't need that much convincing.
But the thing is, after I give him this, I tend to not upgrade, like, all of these upgrades I don't think are nearly as good. Like,
Yeah.
it's these
You're better
two.
off just doing something else.
Yeah,
after that.
it's like these two, and then I'm like, okay, Magnus is now in my mind basically fully upgraded. Like now I don't even worry about him, and I will start moving him to cities where I can pump out settlers fastest. Like I will actually probably, when we get another governor thing, if it isn't for the vampires, I will probably give it to this guy, put him in the capital instead, because once he's in there, all of his boosts are based on number of people, and
Yeah.
our capital will probably be our biggest city.
Gotcha. And I guess right now our big problem with the vampires is that we're just not killing enough people.
Yeah,
right?
we don't have enough barbarians to murder.
We need some murder, guys.
But
Come
we
on.
could start building a religion now. And make another city. All right. What was this one? Gothric?
Gothric.
Let me pull up Discord so I can see exactly how we spelled that. Okay. Very simple. Ooh. Gothric. Oh, man. Yeah, so I was hoping we'd have the vampires faster so I could just show you the stuff instead of trying to talk to you about it. But the vampires, after they get, like, I think 1 or 2 upgrades, they start being able to build their vampire castles. So we'll just be able to have a castle Gothric. And that sounds really cool to me.
The Gothric Castle.
Yeah. It's all Gothric architecture, you know? This one's pretty close to a desert, so we'll probably want to get it food faster.
Tater Slammer 69. I have not played that game. Robin Hood, Defender of the Crown.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't.
Apparently, it's a game from 2003.
All right, Alex, I want to go into your town. How do I get open borders from you? What will you give me, or what will you take? 14 gold? But it's only once. Okay. Okay, so now we can come in here and
I love
see
it when the
what he's-
himbo drives a hard bargain.
Man, were there
Oh,
no...
did he? Wait. What happened with Alexander the Great? I was looking at the chat.
I wanted to get open borders with him, and he would only do it if I gave him 14 gold.
Oh,
And
okay.
I went 14 gold, acting like it was ridiculous, but yeah, one-time charge, not that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Honestly, they usually go 1 gold per turn for 30 turns, and that's technically
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Do we want... Okay, so do we want New Cologne to keep getting this food boost, or would it be smarter for us to send this trade unit to Gothric so it can start getting the food boost?
And
I like the idea of giving that one like
still
greater
better.
chance of
It's a-
growth.
Yeah, I
You
think
like giving Gothric?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree. You're going to see that I'm secretly basically going to be asking you guys, should I do this thing that I want to do? And unless you guys say no, it's going to be the direction I'm leading.
Croup 894, thank you for the 25-month resub. What kind of victory are we going for, dear leader? The kind where we eat everybody.
Yeah, if we're going to be vampire friends, I think we're going to be dominating. And since we're a civ that likes to fight, that seems like the smart route.
Yeah, Coop 894 subscribers are getting the right to name cities, and we're going for like a vampire theme. So if you have a vampire name for a city or a unit, once we get to upgrade a unit, just let us know.
We've met another infamously aggressive civilization.
Yeah. Anyone in
Also,
armor, we
with the
got to be worried
hermetic orders.
about.
So what is with these people?
That means they've been finding natural wonders, because that's how you get that trigger. And I wonder, I don't know how the AI works, so I don't know if it's just as soon as it finds when it goes in. And so, like, they might just be defaulting to whatever the first thing they found was. But yeah, kind of odd. Does not seem like a match.
And
Oh, here come 40 raiders from Lanny Pator's stream.
Yo, thanks, Lanny. We're about to become Vapmires. Or at least that's the hope.
Oh, I guess, you know, we have the subs naming everything, but I mean, it would be completely off brand for us if we didn't name the first one Alucard.
That is true.
trying to think of like just some completely different anagram of Dracula.
Darkula. Yeah, this guy, Alex, built his cities in a weird way where they're going to be annoying to cross for him because he's got this mountain ridge in the middle of them. But he is... Also, real quick, up here, we can kind of see our stats compared to everyone else. This is something that isn't on by default, and I really like it. I can't remember where it is in the settings, but look through to get this up here, because I think it's really helpful. Because now at a glance, we can see, other than Scythia over here, we are the worst in science and culture. And we're also well, I guess we're not the weakest, but we are way behind our nearest, scariest neighbor. So I might want to start upping our war machine a little bit.
So different anagrams for Dracula that exist. Attacurl, Arcloud, Carduel, Ad Curl.
I like the implication of a Dr. Akula.
And Carloud.
Is that every possible iteration of Dracula, basically? Or
not
pronounceable?
everyone. That's the ones that this generator came up with.
All right. I could get behind some of those. All right. So like I said, I think I'm going to throw him into... Well, we've got all those trade routes going to Fanghaven now, and that's giving that the boost. Even though we got trade routes going, this might slow them down a little bit. I'm still going to put him there. And I'm going to move Magnus to New Cologne because New Cologne has a lot of forests.
Are you guys going to have Yarnum? I mean, that's completely up to you guys. We're naming these cities after subs who choose to come up with names for us.
Yeah.
It is September.
Yeah.
All subs are 30% off.
Anyone who subs has the chance to name a city or a unit. Should that become available?
You know, within the bounds of good taste.
Yes. Yeah, presuming you are not putting slurs or...
Right to veto.
We're not going to do a place Hitler Town or something. We're not into that.
Yeah.
The Crimson Fucker may be pushing it.
Despite us being Germany.
That's a good reason not to.
Yeah.
And we're trying to go with the theme of just anything that sounds vampire-y.
Please, Akkad, do not kill this barbarian camp. I need to run in there and see if they worship blood.
Man, this map seems so cramped.
Yeah, this is scary, actually. I don't think I've ever been on what feels like such a small pile of land surrounded by people.
Oh.
Volcanic eruption in Jerusalem. If we want to take it, now is the time.
God, yes.
We don't have any soldiers.
We don't, but we
don't.
don't, but we're about to build an encampment, which will make soldiers come about faster.
Yeah, if we get some more soldiers, I say we go for it, and just rip that Band-Aid off real fast.
No, I think I agree. 3 science is pretty good. I'll avoid that. Come on. Okay, good. They have not killed it yet, and it doesn't look like they could kill it in one turn.
And they're damaged, though, but we can...
They are damaged. Hopefully, Akkad hits them again to lower that damage even more, and then we probably could kill it.
We can snipe or kill.
By the way, the storm has now hit my neighborhood, in case you were wondering.
Oh, nice.
Hey, natural wonder. Oh, and the Fountain of Youth. Oh, shit. Are they going to get the Fountain of Youth? We might need to fight our way to the Fountain of Youth because its bonus is really good. Land combat units that are, naturally gives +4 science and faith, but land combat units that enter it receive the ability Water of Life, which lets them heal 10 HP a turn. So it's just like you just get a big heal buff permanently if any of your units walk through there. So this guy, setting that on his journey.
Nice. Sparkamus15, thank you for subscribing for 25 months.
Thank you.
If you have a name for a city or a unit, throw it at us and it'll go on the list. We're going for vampire theme.
I don't like that they're not hurting that barbarian more. All right, so we've found the northern tip of the map. So up here is where it's all going to be Arctic and not worth going. So we'll probably want to settle up to here, but getting past this Might be good to gun for that iron, but they're probably going to get it first.
Jabberwocky has a good point. Holy water, avoid.
Ah.
We can't go to the
It's
Fountain of
just
Youth.
magical.
But if we own it, if we're controlling the holy water,
We can unsacrament the water.
Yeah, we can taint the shit out of it.
the Macedonian Empire has gone to war with Granada, a city-state that is one of your friends. We now have 50 grievances to play with should we want to go to war with fucking Alexander the Great, who's very
I don't
scary.
think we're ready.
I don't think we are either, which makes me sad because I think Granada's going to die, and I was really counting on them being a buffer for us.
We lost track of our true goal.
We
to
really
kill
did.
as many people as possible.
Because we were busy trying to get better at killing.
Yeah, barbarians, you really dropped the ball here.
Yeah, maybe there's some barbarians to the north. Hold on, maybe it would be smarter for me to come up this way. Well, we could join the science one if we want.
Fuck science.
Yeah,
we're-
fuck
we're-
science.
we're-
Anyway, Pingala, more science. Which one is this? Is this just impossible to walk through?
What's science done for me lately?
Jabberwocky brings up a good idea. You know what a proper German move would be? Also going to war with Granada.
I mean, I guess we could jump in with them and then take it for ourselves, and then it would be our city.
Luke a lot with the 11th month resub. Either Coagulation Nation or if that's too long, Coaglaville.
Okay.
I like Coaglaville.
I'll give that a
'Cause
shot
We
when it
got
comes
the
up.
whole nation. And Code Nate, thanks for the 9 months of subscribing. If you have a name, throw it in.
Okay, good. There. Yes. Okay, I think that's going to put us in the perfect position to take that. All right. So, since we have Apocalypse mode on, this is something that I don't do very often, but can give you a big boost. So, because it's Apocalypse mode, you have the ability to buy. Oh, it's not letting me click anything else until I click out of this, and I wanted to show it off. But you can buy soothsayers, and they're the things that trigger like natural disasters and stuff. But you can also use soothsayers to sacrifice military units to volcanoes to put you in good standing with the gods. And when you do, and so when you do that, it gets you different bonuses, and whoever throws in the most people in volcanoes gets the highest score. So we could run for that. Again, that's more of a faith thing, though, and that's really not our focus right now. So
yeah, that's not our jive.
I don't think we're going to be doing it this age, but it's just something we could do in the future.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
This is getting so weird. I feel like this is the weirdest they've gotten with Civilization.
It is, but I love it.
Sorry.
Like, and admittedly, all of this stuff is like optional game modes that you have to turn on. Like this. Yes, this is it. All right, boys, we're joining the Sanguine Pact.
Nice.
Our first thing.
Last.
Grants a vampire unit in your capital. Gimme!
Yes.
Welcome, our first vampire. Okay, I know you can name these. Like I've seen a guy I follow on stream do it. So how do I do
Feather
it?
icon right above the name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay, thank you.
So we gotta name them.
All right.
That's pretty good already.
Yeah, Baroness Zerovich
Zarovich.
is pretty strong.
Do we want to let a sub pick?
Yeah, were there any
vampire
sub names? Did anyone have a name, or was it all cities so far?
You guys can get a la carte all you want. We don't care about.
Yeah,
About
unless you're a
your
member of the
references.
September family.
If you want that name, you gotta you gotta earn it.
Well, if no one has a name yet, I won't officially.
Yeah, we'll
name
hold
them
on
yet.
to it.
Yeah,
We'll hold on to it. We'll wait for a sub who wants to.
but
who wants to.
but right now we have a vampire, and how they work. Actually, you know what? So I don't miss anything. Let me.
Oh, okay. Frankenstein's gang came in and said name them butt.
All right, but they will be.
But it is
Thank you for the 44-month resub, Frankenstein's Cage.
our first vampire of our great vampire nation. But
But they are unique in that they have a base combat strength equal to the strongest unit your cities have produced. So right now they are only as strong as our warriors. They gain a permanent strength boost when a unit dies adjacent in an adjacent tile. Strength from barbarian deaths is capped at +10, so you can't just grind a barbarian camp to make them impossibly strong. When killed, it does not die, and that's the most amazing thing. The unit is not deleted. It will retreat with 1 HP instantly to your capital or your nearest castle, and it will heal an additional 50 HP from pillaging enemy tiles, but receives reduced passive healing. So they don't heal as well over time, but if they're fucking up other people, they heal a lot. And they can't die, which I think is so good. You have a military unit that literally can't die. It will just instantly... We could send him to Macedonia over and over, and he will just keep getting kicked back to the capital.
Or maybe it's time for
Grenada or Jerusalem. Jerusalem's mostly healed from their volcano at this point. I might wait for another eruption. Knowing this game, it's almost certainly going to happen. Or we can build a soothsayer and make a volcanic eruption happen. Again, this is why I like having this mode available, because notice there's also a volcano next to Grenada. There's also a volcano next to Pella. Like, we can blow up our opponents, but they can also do that to us.
So we can make like lava summoning vampires.
Yes. We could be fucking nature vampires if that's what we want.
By the way, thank you, Wirblewind, for 19 months of subscription, and Avery Oddju for 41 months.
A very odd Jew, I believe. I think they've been.
Yeah, that's probably the way to read it.
But Avery Odd Jew is my new. That's my new character in my like Grimm's fairy tale fantasy novel. I don't really know exactly what that name would go to.
So my thought is, we definitely don't want to weaken Granada. Because we need,
if anything, I might
they're still
go in there
standing. They're a buffer.
I might run in there just to play interference. Also, now that we have this, I'm gonna stop searching the extreme zones and get him back down here, just to be safe. I'm gonna see if I can get open borders with you in case you close off our route. Nice.
A lot of nice references in here, but John Radical, I think, takes it. It just says "Dear Alexander," and it's a vampire named Butt.
Oh yeah, that's right. I never renamed him.
Yeah, we gotta name our vampire Butt.
Graf Coleridge, you will now be known as Butt.
Butt. All caps, Butt too.
We don't. There's no iron anywhere near us, as far as I can tell. So, running towards swords wouldn't really do us much good.
Maybe the wheel. It
yeah, that won't take very long, and we can at least start getting some carriages going.
Long last, the vampires have learned how to make the wheel.
And if they travel by ships, you gotta put them in coffins filled with the soil from their homeland. It's a whole thing.
Luckily, that isn't a thing. Once you can embark, vampires don't seem to care about water at all.
Oh, okay. They're not following the rules.
They're not. Oh boy.
Bram Stoker laid it out very clearly.
Okay. Granada has not taken real damage, but it is frustrating me that Alex is just there, being a dick to them.
Thank you, Emmerfish, and for 33 months of subscription, and XChubToadX for 44 months. If you guys have names, just tell us, and we'll add it to our list.
Yeah, you, as a September promotion, if you subscribe, you have the chance to name either units or cities. Units, it looks like, need a couple upgrades in order to be named, but cities can be named right out the gate.
Right now, the only name I have written down is Impalers for when we have Spearmen.
Ah, okay.
Also can give us a name for a vampire. I have a feeling we'll have more than just Butt.
We're going to probably focus heavily on vampires.
You max out at 4 vampires. We will never have more than 4.
Okay.
That won't actually, yeah. Let me
to wipe out a nation though.
Yes. So the secret societies are unique, where I can look at everyone's promotions right out the gate. Secret societies, they will only be revealed as we as time progresses. So the next thing we'll be able to get, we won't be able to get until medieval era, but we will get an additional vampire in our capital, and those vampires will now be able to build castles.
Nice.
And then whatever
so
in this era,
they can double as builder units.
Specifically for their castles. I don't think they can do just like anything, but I think
still pretty cool though.
But I think they build their own castles, and I think they can repair stuff too, which is nice. Speaking of, we might want another builder in here, especially for Magnus, since his whole thing is about getting rid of forests, and I have not been doing that.
Stevie729 says, remember, the only way to kill a vampire is by driving a stake through the butt. I'm pretty sure that's the only way a vampire truly feels like they're living.
Yeah.
But I've watched that Anne Rice movie. No, I haven't. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about. I have not watched it.
And baby Kirsten Dunst.
So, autocracy is like the one that I think points you to being a war person. But actually, I think oligarchy is better because your land units get more strength just right out the gate.
Yeah, and that'll power up the vampires.
And you get better experience, so you grow faster. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go
we
with.
still have an extra military. Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, we get an additional military thing anyway.
Nice.
So I like putting this one in because just every turn you're always generating something going towards making you friendlier to city-states. In this last one, we only have one trade route, so we're probably not going to get much from this. We could make all of our units cost less, or we could make like more cities faster. Those are usually the things I kind of bounce between. I don't think we're getting much out of this. We could also make our soldiers faster to build, so we could just make a ton of them.
I like that idea because we need to start killing.
We could also make boats really fast, and that way we could instantly have a navy if we wanted as well. But since it's looking like we're more land-based right now,
yeah, I'm feeling like we're land units more often than not.
Well, first of all, our recon does not need double experience, so we can do that, and we still have an open slot available if one of these other ones sounds really good.
Yeah.
Maybe start trying to push for a great general. I honestly haven't played with the great people enough to know how much of an effect they have on combat.
Actually, to be honest, I don't mess with the great generals that much. They probably are really good, but I really don't mess with them. So you know what? Hey, let's all try something new today.
Yeah.
Because
we're trying stakes and butts. We're trying great generals. It's just
also
a
weird.
World of new experiences.
Georgia is almost certainly either already has a religion or going to soon. We are nowhere near getting that. Great generals. What's the first one gonna be? All right, so yeah, so this guy, if he's with them, will be giving them a passive boost of +5 combat and +1 movement. But if we use him, he will just automatically grant an upgrade to someone. So that's what we're looking at right now.
Nice.
No gods or kings, only vampires.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're getting close to time.
Dealing actual damage to Granada, and they're surrounded, so that means they're not going to be able to heal. Fuck. If we want to do something with them, be it conquer them or help them, we're going to have to do it soon.
Do we want to attack?
If we conquer them, how
Just a
much is
second.
Alexander
Someone's
gonna?
knocking on my door. You guys talk this over.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Obviously, they're not
Yeah.
going to be a very good buffer
yes,
for much
sure.
longer.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we could just let them go, but I know they're gonna take that over and then use that to attack us. That's their goal.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, I don't think we have the units to take it yet. So we'd have to build them, use them, and then essentially use Nada as the new buffer zone because it's a city we didn't have to build and grow up on our own.
Yeah, and mostly like at the moment, I think we're just thinking about whether or not to drive Alexander out, right?
I return.
Well, as long as fighting the same city-state Alexander's fighting doesn't make him think, oh, I should go to war with you. I don't know how smart the AI is.
If we go to war with Granada, I don't think that will make him mad at us.
I
think he'll
think it's
care.
worth trying to take the city rather than let Alexander use it and then just use it against us later.
Okay. Then
So maybe let him weaken
Let him
them
soften
and
them up a little
swoop
bit.
in.
We're going to have to use that time to build up the units anyway. Even have any units that we could use against Granada?
I mean, my
get
fear
archers
is
and vampires.
my thought is I don't know if we'll have the time to make stuff. So I'm gonna try and get the vampire down there now,
Yeah,
and just
Yeah.
as soon as we can walk him in there and take it if we can.
yeah. We got
'Cause
archers on standby.
Because they don't have walls, so they're not going to be very strong if they're being directly attacked.
Yeah, but Alexander will use that to attack us if we. Let
Yes,
him
if
take
he
it.
gets it, that will be a very good strategic spot for him. So yeah, I as much as I wanted us to maybe be friends with Granada throughout the ages and see them as our city-state buddy.
Peace was never an option. We're freaking Barbarossa.
But I thought we could maybe like let our inner circle live, and then we just killed the others. But it's looking like not even that's allowed.
No, we can absorb them into us.
Welcome
Okay.
to Germany.
Luckily, Alexander does not seem very smart in that he goes after units instead of the city, so they might actually live this.
Yeah, and then we can just swoop in and take them out while they're weak.
If I can move this archer to over here, move this archer to here, and then block off any more coming in, because if I stay here, Alexander won't be able to send anyone else this way. They'll only be coming up through this path.
Yeah.
And if I have the archer here, I'd be able to shoot Granada from there and keep Alexander out until he declared war on
Maybe
me.
go for it then.
So I think
go for it then.
I think we're gonna stay here, and I'm gonna try and get you. Oh, that's a long walk. Maybe we'll hold out here for now. Maybe I'll put you here.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
I
they
see
can hang out there.
and if I see something come on either of these hills, I can get in their way. Yeah, I like that better.
Oh, I guess that means if we take Granada, we have to rename it Coagulaville.
That's fine.
Coagulaville. Oh no, have we named Ravenloft yet? I don't
Oh,
think we
you know
have.
what? I think you're right.
So Ravenloft is next. Then we have
Coagulaville.
Coagulaville. Coagulaville.
Jerusalem might become Coagulaville.
That is fitting.
Ooh.
Oh.
Granada's killing all of his guys. Maybe I should just let them fucking wipe out Alexander for me.
They're surprisingly good at
Yeah,
defending
no,
themselves.
they're about to get back to full health.
I guess that makes sense of the war boost military boost that they give.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're
Oh, the vampire's coming! Quick, look healthy! Look healthy!
just for people who might not know Civ stuff, the city-states, they're like little smaller cities that are just kind of independent. Based on their color, you can tell what they're focusing on. Red means they're going to be military. White means they're going to be faith. Blue means they're going to be science. Yellow means they'll be economic. And then there's purple for cultural, but we haven't met any of those.
I actually didn't know that the colors meant anything.
Yeah, no, so that's how you can just very quickly go like, okay, this is a military one. This is a faith one.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then whatever bonuses you get from them will always reflect on that. Also, which I still don't really know, each city also has a unique bonus it gives if you are the most liked person by it. Which right now we are no ones. But we could become Accads if we wanted. We could become best friends with Accad right now. Or we could start getting a little bit more gold or production in our capital. Those are our two immediate options, if either of those sound good. Or any
I
of
like
those.
becoming friends with Accad. They're right next to us, and we don't plan to attack them for a while.
I like that too. And it's an era thing. And do they have... I heard oh, there's a village over there. Cool, let's get one of our scouts that way. Oh, all of our scouts have spread out so far. Never mind. I kind of like this guy being here to block these dudes. Although, it looks like he's just coming in from above now. No.
Oh yeah, they're sending in more units, so that they're going hard on Granada right now.
We'll get that village later, maybe. Okay, we could now start moving in if we wanted. If we think that this, like, I know Granada's kind of gotten the momentum back, but not even they would be able to stand up to me or to Alex and us.
Yeah, we could start taking out their archers and just going ham on them.
Potentially clearing the way for Alex, but I trust us, I think. Also, shit.
I say let's go for it.
Okay.
Let's lean into the evil.
Let's lean into who we are.
It's in our nature.
Oh, I didn't mean to shoot that guy, but oh well.
We're
Guess it works.
vampires.
Oh, she didn't like that.
Yeah, we're gonna kill her too.
Yeah. Hey, who cares? You're all on the chopping block.
Blood god.
This archer's probably gonna die because he's surrounded by 3 archers. And I don't know if they're really gonna start gunning for. Oh yeah, that means
go ahead.
that means we're a target too. Okay. Well, let's slip out the back door. Sorry, this archer, you'll be blocked for us. Actually, no. You know what? I was worried that he'd be able to shoot us from there, but we can't see him, so he can't see us either.
I watched the volcano go off.
No, hey, last night, I kid you not, I had like maybe 3 or 4 units who I'd had from the beginning, and they had like multiple upgrades. They were becoming super strong. 2 side-by-side volcanoes blew up, killed 4 of them in 1 turn. I was like, "Are you fucking?" Like, I have not yelled at this.
Volcano.
I have not yelled at this game in a while, but that was the first time I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, just, you can't really. All right, we're
That's
gonna make
amazing.
you stronger, and I have a feeling you will just be strong enough to eat this guy. And if you-
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, he didn't. That's actually okay. It's better for us for him to actually not do kills and for him to be getting kills adjacent to him, because that's what strengthens him.
Yeah.
It is not direct murder. He likes being around murder.
He's you know. He's a vulture.
No, vampires like to watch.
They're scavengers. They're not.
Perverts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, looks like they're flooding in the town that direction. So this scout just gets to hang out here. Actually, you know what? You can just walk out of here. I keep forgetting that we're not enemies with Alex yet. No, don't go that way. Oh, what did you do? Take this path.
Yeah, that's my common frustration is that I cannot order.
Yeah,
these guys
I wish you could
30
set
miles
a
away.
I wish you could set a long path and tell what route you want it to take. Because if you give it a
Yeah.
if you give it a
like,
point, it'll just try to go in the most direct, I think.
Yeah, I feel like you can give it like a waypoint order. I don't remember how.
If you could just like hit control and just sort of like select each and every one or something.
Maybe. A volcano, Jerusalem once again hurting.
Oh,
If
dang!
we-
Now we're in the middle of this other.
If we
attack.
wanted to swoop in, then
But new orders.
And death.
there's that one. And can we pillage? We can't pillage, so we can't take that turn. But he doesn't care. He won't take too much damage from these guys because he's going to be stronger.
Loose the vampires.
Our main
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
is
I
I need to make sure that Alexander doesn't take it first. Like that's my only like real concern. I think both of us are able to handle it. I just don't want him to get. I don't want him to handle it better.
Yeah.
We really don't have like any horses or nothing. Also, I should probably be making more builders.
Yeah.
Man, there's so much shit to make in this game.
I saw recently that there's like a free version of Risk now on Steam. Speaking of
Really?
big war games, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if it's any good, but it exists.
There was once a demo for one of those games on the Switch, and they had the weirdest thing where you could only play for a specific number of turns. It didn't matter if it was enough to finish a game or not. Once those turns were over, you were done with the demo. I'd rather play at least a single game to see if I can actually make this work.
Yeah. Oh, got some crooners going on.
Hey, oh, boy. Yeah, I like the music in this. Like, I think they. Oh, I'm getting a storm warning on my phone.
I got
yeah,
one too.
I just got the Amber Alert on mine.
Yeah.
Just get you away from that action. I just want to get rid of this scout so he can't tell other people. All right, perfect. We're gonna take it. We're definitely in position, I think.
Nice. Can
Why am
the
I-
archers hit it from here?
I don't know why they can't. They could last turn. Did something get
So
put
you
up?
just gotta get closer.
I guess so. Oh well. This should kill.
Hello, Ravenloft.
Yep. Boom.
It's ours. Alexander's gonna be pissed.
You may have started
I
it,
think
but we
got a
finished
free
it.
builder out of that too.
We did. Nice.
Oh, nice.
All right. What were we naming this one?
This one is Ravenloft.
Very
Ravenloft.
fitting to be the city conquered by the vampire, to be renamed that.
Yeah.
What should we start doing? I've been complaining about builders, but we did just get one. How about we start giving more governors? I like doing the whatever you call districts first, because you can't buy those. Everything else you could eventually get enough gold to just get it in one turn. These, there's no way to do that except for, I guess, specific characters. Or walls. Walls are another thing you can't just buy. And that's going to be the first thing I put on Ravenloft, because how do you think fucking Granada died? They didn't have walls.
Yeah, see? He's pissed. I knew it.
I didn't think he'd care.
He wanted it, and we took it from him. He was already mad at us taking up so much land.
What are you talking about? I helped you kill an enemy, Alexander. We're friends. Well, whatever. I'm going to put my vampire up on my borders, and you tell him you're mad at me. See what he says.
Yeah, you want to fight the immortal? Big baby. You should have killed better.
Yeah, maybe if you were stronger, this wouldn't have been a problem. I don't think... Can I get there? If I can get... Actually, no. There isn't land between there and there. That's a mountain. I have to go all the way around to get to that tribe thing, and that's not worth it right now. So, you keep exploring this way. Ah, but now that we're pissing off Alex, other people are like, hey, you might be kind of cool.
I hate
Like,
that guy.
Jeez, he wants to give us a lot of money just to walk through our town. I'm
Sure.
gonna take this, but I'm being cautious because I don't know if that's like he wants to set up, like, really fuck up one of our builds.
Achilles Warlord, thank you for the 24-month resub.
Or he might just be trying to appease the gods and he needs to go through us to get to a volcano.
Not only have you been with us for a long time, but you're just in time to name either a unit or a city.
Yes.
In our vampiric German vampire run through of Civilization 6.
Yeah, we only got one city name in our roster
In our
right
queue.
Now, so.
Yeah, watch out, Jerusalem, soon to be Coagulville.
Should it be our next target? We could also just build another city.
That's true. Where would we build it though?
I think we will want to come up this way because she's going to want to start coming down this way, especially for those horses. She's really good with horses.
That off.
And I would like for us to really claim this coast because then we could start sending a lot of stuff out.
Hex, just to the southeast of that lake, looks pretty good.
Yeah. This is also like this area too. Kind of just want to cut off everybody as much as we can. It'd be a really annoying. We might honestly, our best move might just be kind of cutting right across here, and not letting them go further south, them go further north, or them go further east. And then just dealing with all of them when they all want to fight us at once, because that's inevitably how this is going to go.
Achilles Warlord, you just tell us what name you want, and we're good. And Ishouse, look, we already said about the Jerusalem thing. This was thrust upon us. We didn't choose Germany. We didn't choose Jerusalem to be right next to us.
This is
Hey,
a completely different era of Germany.
Not even the gang was treating Jerusalem all that well. They dropped a volcano right next to it. It went off twice.
Twice. We hit random, and this happened to us. It's very awkward for everybody.
Hey, if you want, we could make a pact with Jerusalem, and that's the one city-state we don't kill, just to defy history if we want.
Jerusalem, how do you feel about vampires?
Yeah, if they're if they're willing to let our vampires exist, we will let them exist.
And Alexander would have a very hard time taking Jerusalem.
Get rid of you, which should finish that. Nice. I don't know if I want to No, 12 turns for a settler. I'll just go ahead and get lighthouse.
And hey, Granada's or Ravenloft now is almost at full power again.
Yeah, and soon we'll have walls.
It desperately needs the balls if Alexander's going to really turn against us.
Interesting. Alexander was actually gunning for the appease the gods thing, so he was throwing people in volcanoes at some point.
He wanted another volcano. That's why we went after Granada.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, hey, you know what? That might actually be like that.
He might
could,
actually
yeah, that
fuck
could
us
just
over.
could have just been like I wanted a volcano.
I need another human garbage disposal.
But yeah, so just something to look out for. He is messing with that domain. Also, he's keeping his guys right near our border, which usually means they're prepping for war. So that threat might be coming closer to home than I anticipated.
Are we keeping
Anticipated
Butt
at
near
least.
Ravenloft?
I'm keeping Butt there just because if things go down, if shit goes down, I want Butt to be around.
Yeah. For those who are just coming in, our first vampire was named Butt.
Yes, that's
Because of
real.
our
I'm
subscribers.
not just saying that. It's in the game, built in. But we can't get our second thing yet. It is not medieval times. We could pull in another governor. We could make Pangala give us a bit more of a culture boost. We are falling behind there a little bit.
Like I said, Victor seems like he would be a vampire.
Victor would be
he's done
good.
some
He's
impaling in his
he's
day.
also a war guy, and he will help us defend places. So you know what? Actually, Victor probably is the smartest bet. And I think we're probably going to want to put him... What do you think is going to be more contested? Probably Ravenloft.
Ravenloft, yeah.
Yeah, no. Gothric maybe for the civilizations to the north, but I don't think any of them hate us.
Yeah, they're not coming
Well,
after
it's just
us
I know
right now.
Alexander could definitely have a pretty quick and easy path up there, too, if he wanted.
He could, but he doesn't seem focused on that one right now.
Yeah, okay.
He's got his spear guys outside of ours.
That's true. The spear guy is hanging out with
Like
Ravenloft.
Ravenloft, yeah. They're both ours.
Also, I just now realized we've had the one thing on for quite a few turns now to build units faster, and we've not been building units. So I should maybe be focusing more on that. But I want to build these encampments so we can build those units faster. I guess you don't need the lighthouse, so maybe you could start making stuff. I think archers are really helpful. It doesn't seem like was he using? Or wait, these are horsemen. Never mind. Are they strong against spears? I know spears are normally good against horses, but I don't know if Macedonia has special ones. You know what? We'll find out, I guess. Also, sorry if I'm talking to myself a lot on this, trying to think through turns.
I got that one scout just looking at the sea, being like, I wonder what's happening back home.
Anything could be happening.
Has anyone become a vampire while I was gone?
Surely not. Those aren't real.
Red, I don't think... apparently we can embark vampires over the ocean. I can assume they cross rivers, too. It seems like the running water restriction on them didn't carry over to the game.
Yeah,
They
that's...
can
Also,
enter
it's Sunday.
town without being invited and kill everyone, so they're probably pretty liberal.
Also, the sun is out literally all the time.
It is perpetually day. I guess... Is that...
You can actually change it so it has a day-night cycle.
Yeah, I was going to say. Hold on. Could I...
So we know when they're breaking.
Graphics, maybe? No.
Maybe I can't change it from here, but yeah, I know there is like a day-night... Oh, time of day. Here we go. Animate time of day. No, I want it to always be nighttime. We are the vampires. We only work...
We only operate at night.
We only operate at midnight.
That's why everybody else ends up doing things when we're not noticing because we're always asleep.
There, now it's... you can definitely tell, but it's nighttime now. What will we likely do?
So, valid question. Who do we give the naming rights to for gift subs?
I would say the gifter, maybe? But I don't know. I'd be down to. I'm
I
open
say
to.
why
Either.
don't you let the person gifting choose? Like if they want to just let the person who got gifted choose, then that's cool. But they're the ones doing the subbing, so it's up to them.
Yeah, duo. Then we're doing council play. We figured that this would be better than us trying to sync up 3 different civilizations since
Yeah.
Stephan and I don't stream.
I was more interested in showing off kind of the new stuff that the game can do versus playing an all-out game. Those can sometimes be a little time-consuming, and considering how much more I have played this, it's not like I think I would stomp everybody, but I feel like we would be playing very different games.
I would probably be goofing off a lot more, like
Just
role
you
playing
just
something.
hear me going, "Oh wait, what the hell is this? Oh no, oh," and now I'm dead.
I'm gonna move this trade route to Ravenloft so it can grow faster.
All right. Well, speaking of our determination on the gift sub, Cosborn357 decided to take the gifting name for himself, and he wants the next vampire to be named Strahd.
Strahd, okay.
STRHD.
Ooh, we have a general. What does he do? 1 promotion level. Okay, so it's the one we were talking about. If anyone already has an upgrade, it would be better to give it to them. I'm going to. Okay, executive decision. I'm going to give the upgrade to the archer because, well, we can't see it right now, but the archer has an update or an upgrade where if they are occupying a city, they instantly get a huge boost to their attack. And if this thing is just going to be hanging out defending the city, that's going to give it a lot. That'll give it some oomph. I guess just stay around. Man, barbarians are starting to make swords. They're catching up faster than I thought they would. And considering we're not finding any iron, that's real frustrating.
I'm just waiting for the moment they start building ships, showing that they're not barbarians anymore, since they can apparently coordinate the architecture to build boats.
I'm gonna build some more archers just so we can get the boost to build a big number of archers. You will.
Looks like Achilles Warlord is bringing in their naming rights to name the archers Hell's Flaming Shafts.
Hell's Flaming Shafts. All right. Well, this has 1 upgrade. Is that enough to name it?
Looks like not
no.
yet.
Okay. Well, once the second upgrade comes in, maybe that'll change things. Okay, our spearmen tie with his spearmen. And his spearman has an upgrade. So, okay, so if we're able to handle his spearmen with our spearmen, that makes me feel a lot better about this. He still has technically more combat than we do, but we are smarter.
Oh, and we're doing good with our era, looks like.
Yes, yeah, we will for sure be in a golden era, which is great because we were in a dark age. And if you go straight from dark age to golden era, you get a bigger bonus than just a regular golden era. So we're in a very good place right now.
And Great Dane 555 gets their notification for their subscription thing. Apparently they put it in a little while ago, though.
Thank you.
But they
I
want...
wanted to use another city name for Canehurst.
Canehurst, I like it.
Or if there's a castle we can name eventually, then
Castle Canehurst. I don't know if you can name the castles specifically because they're like an improvement on a tile.
Okay, so then just a city.
Yeah, so it might need to be a city. This gives us more bonuses, but it's going to have to clear one of these 2 things. Or we could just take 2 gold a turn instead of 3.
Those resources will probably be useful.
Feels like if we take the one to the right, all we lose is the 1 food. But no, there's also manufacturing there. I thought that's coins.
There's a lot of production.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't want to compromise on production.
I think that one above.
Yeah,
right,
this one. Yeah, it has the least stuff that we're taking away. Because I want us to start getting more trade routes. Technically, we could be getting more with, I think... Oh, we're about to finish a lighthouse here. Okay, that'll be good, too.
ND Red V asking, can we name a city Supernatural Season 6? If someone subscribes and says that that's a name for a city, then yes.
Yeah, I've seen this been bouncing around a lot. For the sake of compartmentalization, we're only tracking the subs that go down during this stream. I know that means a lot of you subs are kind of discounted out. But I feel like that just means we'd get the list would already be full of 100 names by now.
Since we might be coming up on a war soon, I might upgrade Victor.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of our thing is war. So
Yeah, and I'm thinking being able to be stronger and getting a bunch of added loyalty should be good, and then we can immediately get the next upgrade we get, where we get 2 shots from our cities.
and our vampires are improved by whatever our strongest unit is, right?
Yes.
They are also.
So yeah, so actually
so.
this vampire was only 20 because it was built off of a warrior. Now it's 25 because it's going off of the spearman. So it has already become stronger.
Nice.
But because of this guy's buffs, even though it's stronger, it would lose to him. But this guy would be able to go just about even because he has an advantage on him. So really weird added. It's like a type bonus thing.
Yeah. It'd be amazing if one of your enemies has vampires, you can like start like researching vampire specific research, like ways to kill them.
That would be pretty cool. I should see. You know what? I've been complaining that we don't have iron. That doesn't mean other people don't.
That's true.
I should see if any of our neighbors who aren't Alexander would sell us some. Okay, she has some, but not enough for us to make a swordsman, so I'm going to hold off on buying it from her. We could make a horseman. Maybe horses would be the route to go. Although he's got spears. Never mind. That would just be running.
Yeah.
That'd be like going to the, water gym with a fire Pokemon kind of thing. Maybe I'll hold off on that for now.
To the slaughter.
Yeah. I think I'll hold off on that for now. We don't need this to be a quarry. We can just go ahead and boop. Now our lighthouse is done.
MSU Bill, thank you for the sub, and I'm adding Trucadia to the list of cities that.
Dracadia.
Trucadia.
Okay.
Oh, I have confirmed. A normal unit needs to get its second promotion before you can name it.
Second promotion. Okay. Where'd that one general go? Who did I? Wait a minute. Did I give the general upgrade to the wrong thing? Is that why that one? I think that's why this guy got an upgrade and I didn't realize it. Okay, well, I accidentally messed up the general upgrade, but whatever.
Now we just got a rad scout.
Yeah, now we have a scout who can go over hills a little better. I don't want to build a district yet because it will not let us be able to build an encampment once we have. Actually, can I just buy a tile? Yes. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna put an encampment here, so if he tries to come from either of these directions, we'll be able to see him and shoot him.
That's a very good use of geography. Topography, I guess, since it's the mountains.
And also, we don't have the money for it. Never mind. I was going to buy this tea for later, but... I don't remember what the diplomatic quarter does, and it only takes 1 turn to build, so I'm going to do it.
Presumably it helps our diplomacy.
I would figure. I think it's... Which we might not get a whole lot of mileage out of this because I think it's based on like city-state stuff. But while we're not killing them, we will be friends with city-states before we kill them.
Okay, well that'll help with Jerusalem.
Hey, yeah.
Jerusalem.
And I keep making archers because there's a bonus you can get for having 3 archers, and so I want to get that boost. Although actually we've already cleared our golden era, so maybe I'm being precautious for nothing.
John Radical asks, the only way to kill a vampire is to stake through the heart, and they say, what about a nuke? I don't know, like, does a nuke emanate ultraviolet radiation? If so, I think that would kill a vampire just by exposure.
Oops, I wanted to move you here.
Are you sure it's the ultraviolet rays in sunlight that kills them, though?
I don't know. That's just what Underworld did.
I mean, when you ask those kinds of questions, it reminds you of that Robot Chicken sketch where the guy tries to fight a werewolf. It's like, only a silver bullet can kill me. So the guy pulls out a minigun, grounds him into paste, eats the paste, then goes to the bathroom, and then it goes to a sewer treatment plant. And the guy at the end says, he's still not dead. It has to be a silver bullet. It's like, Bullshit.
I don't
So
know. I just know that
No.
in good.
Let's just say, if you go by those rules, like if it's not a stake through the heart, then apparently anything else still doesn't do the job.
Yeah. Werewolves have less like strict rules about their death. Like you could kill a werewolf by cutting off its head pretty easily, or just stabbing it pretty easily. It's just a silver bullet will do it instantly.
A silver
At least
bullet
that's-
just works for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the only deal with werewolves. Like they're strong, but they're not literally immortal. I will say, I think at some point when Vampire the Masquerade 2 comes out, that's something I want to try and have.
I've never
streamed on
played that.
here.
I've heard that name a bunch of times, but I literally have no idea how it plays or what it is.
Vampire the Masquerade is a cheesy as hell RPG from like the mid-aughts. That's very mid-aughts in its tone and what it does.
Yeah. It for a small taste of what it did. If you're in a conversation with somebody, you get the same kind of like text, the different choices about what your character says in the text box below, like Skyrim or Oblivion. But for the different kind of skills you employ, it changes the font. Like if you're trying to use some kind of weird persuasion, you get something that I swear to God,
okay.
that's a Papyrus font.
Huh.
There's also a feature where you can pick a different kind of vampire you want to be at the beginning of the game, and one of them is straight up a Nosferatu type vampire, and you have to just be careful never to be seen by any normal human being because it's too obvious that you're a vampire. But myself and Scott played it last Halloween when we were filling in for you and Kieran that month. And it was a funny time, and I'm interested in maybe revisiting that whenever that game, the second game, comes out.
That does
no,
sound
they
fun.
did. I think they delayed Bloodlines to 2021, didn't they?
No, it was gonna come out in like 2019, and they delayed it
Huh.
because like it did not look finished at all, and fans were literally begging them, please delay this game. And I think
The last thing I heard about is that their lead writer left, so does not honestly sound. Yeah, no, it actually looks like it's still planned for release in 2021.
Oh, really? Okay, it's moved to 20. Okay, I thought it was in 2019, and then got moved to 2020.
Geez, not only did they lose their lead writer, they lost one of their directors. They lost the director.
Okay, yeah, that game's gonna be a train wreck. Hopefully, it'll be fun though. At least they're delaying it. Like it has less of a. It becomes less likely to be a train wreck the more they delay it when problems happen. But
Well, if someone comes to Ravenloft, we'll be ready for them.
Watch them all suddenly attack Gothric. Well, that's too well defended. Let's go next door.
Not a whole lot we can do this turn. I might start working on getting our faith out a little better. Even if we don't want to do a religion, there's a lot of stuff you can do with faith as a resource.
looks like our housing is really suffering. Oh,
Our-
okay, a lot of things are suffering now.
All of this is amenities, which means their happiness. Ooh, -3 is actually worse than I thought. Okay, yeah, it's once we're in -5 is when we're in real bad town.
Yeah.
-3 is unfortunate, but not end all. But the more pleasantries we can start giving our people, the better. Like, I should get a builder on this. In fact, can we just buy that? How expensive are builders? Cool. And hey, another general. What do you do? Wait. You, or who I want to move.
Oh, we have Sun Tzu. Okay.
What does Sun Tzu do? The Art of War. Okay. Oh,
Gives you a book, which, hey, is an amenity, isn't it?
I don't know if it's amenity, but it will give us at least
It's at least, yeah.
bonus culture. But I can't put him in there because a builder's in there, and the builder can't move. So he will just wait this turn. Because I just made that builder.
And now Alexander's mad that we're having too many cool people in our
Yes,
cool
he's
vampire
getting
country.
very upset that so many people like us. All right, this will be an amenity. It won't be enough to completely undo it, but it'll at least get us better.
He's come down with a case of the jellies.
He's getting quite gelbed. We could start looking for gunpowder. We don't have any iron, but there might be gunpowder in them there hills.
Remember, we have a special industrial district with the Hansa.
Oh, you're right. We do. You know what? Let's start working with that. I hadn't even thought about that. Because we probably get some cool bonuses with that if that's the case. This isn't super important for now. It's more what I want to get the next. So we have the government plaza in here, which always will give you another governor title when you build something in it. But each of its little things usually has a better focus. The warlord one, actually, you know what? I normally go for ancestral hall because I think faster settler production and every new city starts with a builder is really, really good. But since we're going military, maybe let's take a look at the warlord's throne, which capturing an enemy city grants 20% bonus production to all cities for 5 turns.
Wow. We definitely plan on doing that.
We do plan on taking a lot of cities. So if that's what we're doing, that will be getting us a regular bonus to everyone.
That's pretty good.
So maybe that's what we do.
It sounds like a good deal.
And you know what? Eventually you can buy builders for next to nothing, so.
And the more production we get, the more cities we can take.
Yes. Okay, we don't have any naval units yet, so despite our 2 harbors giving us admirals, they have no one to improve. So he's just gonna hang out here for now.
What a
Jerusalem,
bummer to be like an amazing admiral, but with no one to command.
Since we haven't murdered them yet, I think I'm just going to. Actually, you know what? This isn't gonna give us any boost. What do they give us when they're?
It's just like faith stuff, right?
So these holy sites exert pressure as if they were holy cities. Okay, so we don't have any religion or holy sites, so even getting his suzerainty wouldn't get us hardly anything. So let's maybe we could start trying to work our way back to being best friends with Akkad. Tamaris took them away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a better bet. Like Jerusalem can just be around and like we tolerate them. We don't have to be their friend though.
Yeah.
I'm seriously thinking we should just conquer them. It's like they're
Just
not,
take it. I mean,
they're not giving us anything, and we could probably make.
they're
do
not,
with
and honestly, with the forces we built out at this border, I'm not too worried if Alexander starts being aggressive.
Even
so
if he is, we might want Jerusalem to kind of strike at his flank because he's going to be busy throwing himself at Gothric and Ravenloft.
Well, I'm saying if we start building stuff here and start sending that to Jerusalem and just leaving the stuff that's in Ravenloft there to protect it should he start causing trouble.
Yeah.
I could maybe move like we don't need this extra archer here. He could go somewhere else. Like towards the Jerusalem effort, which they also have walls, so they're gonna put up a much longer fight than Ravenloft did. I've already forgot Granada. Whatever that one was called.
It's Ravenloft now.
Yeah.
The old name doesn't matter. Wipe it from the history.
We have
books.
forgotten its old name. Golden Age! Look at how bright that screen got. They don't like that we have a glorious age.
Just a bunch of
But guess what?
bunch
Your
of
next
jelly
time
bellies out there.
All right, ours is a heroic age because we went from a dark age to a golden age. So normally you can only pick 1 buff. We get to pick 3.
Oh.
So I think this
Don't
one's
call it a
good.
comeback.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. Eureka's give you an additional 10% of the science they're already providing, and harbors and commercial districts, their gold bonus also gives science bonus. We've already got 2 harbors, so that's going to be pumping out more science for us right away. I think that's pretty good. I normally go with this, but we don't have very much faith, so I don't know how much mileage we're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
But your builders go faster, and any civilian units, so like trade units, settlers, you can buy those with faith.
I'm going to go ahead and say if these 4 are only options, and I think we might as well just pick everything but Exodus.
Yeah,
because
that's kind of my
Exodus.
thought. Yeah, this really isn't going to be doing us any good. So yeah,
I guess we can at least just spend faith on something if
Yeah.
we're not going to use it.
yeah, like I was saying, I don't think we necessarily need to build a religion, but I will probably start allocating some stuff to faith just so really we can take advantage of this. And the second building, like the upgrade for the Warlord's Throne, is really good, where you can then purchase land units with faith. So if we have a ton of faith, we can just be churning out units, even if we don't have a religion. And that's kind of what I want to get to.
Nice.
I'm going to improve these turtles. That will give us a little bit more amenities. And once we're happy, I think I will be down to wage war with good old Jerusalem. Builds a library, so you can stop building your library and start building a holy site. How about?
MSU Bill asks, isn't there an achievement for being at war with Jerusalem as Germany in this game?
Is there?
That's
That's kind of fucked
okay.
up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I guess we'll see.
Jodor99 just gave 100 bits and says first time donating on this channel.
Thank you.
Pretty drunk for their birthday, and
Congrats.
guys are awesome.
Happy birthday. We don't have a soundboard anymore.
We're stuck in our homes.
I was thinking it got here a little late. I just got a Stream Deck for home, and I'm thinking I might use like Voice Meter Banana or something to try and let my sound effects or whatever play through like my mic input. So if I'm in calls, so if I'm in calls with people, they can hear it.
Okay.
Just to be annoying. Does he have a religion? Because that's the only thing I'm afraid of. Alexander does have a religion. Okay, he's a Buddhist. That seems incorrect. But if that's the case, he is probably looking to make all of his things stronger. So I'm going to counter that by saying, actually, you know what? No. If I do that, other people won't be into that. I just need to pick another religion and get behind it.
Blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, does Bolivar...
Shintoism feels about right for vampires. They would be into
Shinto, we'd be into the Shintoism? All right, well, I don't think we
bet.
know the Shinto person. I want to make sure whoever we're giving this to is someone who could also spend a lot to make sure Alexander doesn't get it.
Dr. Gatz brings up achievement, Third Crusade, playing as Frederick Barbarossa, conquered the city-state of Jerusalem.
Wow, that's kind of shitty.
Hey, Grant, if you want an achievement.
Look, I've been kind of achievo hunting in this game, so maybe.
The one who we've been friendliest with is what was it, Colombia?
Yeah, Grand Columbia, and they look to be. I can't tell if they. Actually, you know what? I bet I could just look at it this way. This would be the smarter one. All right, so who founded? Founder Georgia, Grand Columbia. So Grand Columbia is Catholicism. Hell yeah! Let's say we want Catholics to be strong.
We're hypocrites. We want the symbol of our demise to. Because
my main thing is I don't want this to go through and for Alexander to get it, because then he would just all of his units would now have +10 strength, and I don't know if we could handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? Give us more great general points.
Just piss people off even more with all the great folks.
And
Jerusalem.
It's time.
Volcano.
Is this the time?
It's time.
Hell yeah! All right. Wow. Did everyone go for that? Okay, no, he voted one for himself. I see. Yeah, you're welcome, Bolivar. That only passed because we fucking put all of our force behind it. But we aren't getting great generals faster. We're getting great admirals, which is only going to be worse for us because we still don't have a navy.
Why do we keep getting admirals?
Because we have 2 docks. And that's what generates them. Let's repair that monument. Yeah, you just sleep, because I can't do anything with you yet. If we wanted to attack Jerusalem now, would definitely be the time.
I say do it. Their walls are weakened. We want to. There's an achievement. All the signs are saying attack Jerusalem.
It's lining up, damn it!
I think the storm's hitting me now because I just heard thunder outside.
What?
What are you talking about?
What? Well, I guess you technically outpace us, but come on, man.
Like, he wants us to do more war? It'd be against you, dude.
Yeah, do you understand who we'd be gunning for if that was what we chose?
Ooh, this might be a good time to look at the Hansa then to see what benefits we get from it.
Yes. Need to Germany, replace industrial to production for each adjacent commercial hub. Okay, so is it just a bigger boost than normal? Which right now doesn't look like much, but that's because we don't really have very many districts here.
I think the adjacency bonus with the commercial hub is what makes it special.
Makes it good. Yeah, because then... Okay, so like this commercial hub here, if... Okay, assuming we can... Okay, we can't. But I bet if we had a Hansa right here, it would probably get a heck of a good boost from being next to that. Plus, it also just seems like it's built faster. Because like normally this is a longer one to make. I think this +3, though, sounds real good.
Yeah.
It's also apparently cheaper to make.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave the vampires at our border just to
Yeah, I
hedge
think
our bets over there.
I think I want him here just to make sure this works out because he would definitely be our strongest. I guess I could move him. We are gonna need a land unit to take Jerusalem. So you know what? If he goes in there, he might be enough.
Yeah, we can leave the rest. Do we want the spearmen to take his place at the border? Or?
Yes, I like that a lot. Boop. And we'll have this warrior start heading this way too. Just to get everybody going. Jerusalem, I don't want to give you more stuff. So
Yeah, it kind of be more point.
I think I'm just gonna I usually don't encourage this, but I think I'm just gonna hold on to this and see if any of these get to a point where we would want to spend it on. Because right now, it wouldn't serve us on any of them. Like, not immediately, anyway.
Yeah. Andy Red V says this game makes them nostalgic for Clone High. I mean, well, lucky you, because Clone High is coming back.
I never watched it. Also, shit, I just realized. We could really take this thing fast, but we're going to need some money. We can upgrade our archers to crossbowmen, and they will be much stronger.
Yeah, and like we're waiting for the vampire to show up anyway, so.
I hadn't seen the thing for the Hansa. That's fun. Well, hey, if we need more money, let's build a commercial thing. And we just built the Hansa right there, so we can't put anything near it. Wait a minute. Isn't it supposed to give a +2? Oh, no. This gives... That's right. This gives the adjacency to that. All right, then in that case, we're moving that mine.
People talking about Clone High. I watched the first episode of Clone High. I wasn't into the first episode, but, you know, pilots are pilots. Their pilots are always hard. It seems like a show that's a bit dated now, but I don't know.
The only episode of Clone High I saw was the one with the raisins.
I have no idea.
Essentially, they made raisins into drugs.
Gotcha.
Sounds fun.
It was pretty funny. It was a while ago, though.
Apparently, Marilyn Manson sings a metal song. Oh, I've seen that clip of Marilyn Manson singing a metal song about being healthy. I remember in that show, like, a lot of characters look like the fake Stephen Hawking character in Dexter's Laboratory. That one guy who was basically Stephen Hawking and also Willy Wonka.
Fuck, there's no gunpowder in our empire either? Come on!
Damn.
Our whole thing was building mines over resources. Or that one... Or no, it wasn't. Never mind. That was God of the Forge, and we didn't take that one. But damn, I'm used to at least one major strategic resource being around you. I guess there's still aluminum and the plutonium or whatever it is.
At
We're
least
going to be
people in the
loaded
chat
on
remember
that.
episode
That's
of
just
Dexter's
how it
Lab.
works, right?
Yeah, that's how it goes. Man, and if they didn't have swordsmen, I wouldn't be so scared. But they're going to be a pain in the ass to kill for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Oh, but-
completely
and they're-
repaired,
and they're-
you know.
Yeah, and they came back again.
Well, I might have a plan for that. Because, hey, if we want that volcano to go off, I can make that happen anytime. Also, we do have the faith, I guess, to get a trade unit for one of these places. Is anywhere... Should we give...
I think the Soothsayer might be more valuable to us right now.
Okay, yeah. Let's... Or I could just get a builder and get us some more amenities real quick.
I also think the Soothsayer is more fun for the audience.
Well, you know what?
The Soothsayer might be able to make that volcano by Jerusalem go over, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Destroy those swordsmen.
Ooh, you know what? Good point. Those swordsmen would also get very injured.
Right next to it, yeah.
All right, Soothsayer. Your job is to erupt a volcano. I should probably get my archers to step back.
Yeah. Get a little further away, guys.
The German archers are at our border. Why are they retreating? They're sending a holy man. Oh, wait, that's the vampire, right. Wrong unit. I don't want you to get caught in the blast either. If we can upgrade that spear guy, that would instantly make our vampire stronger too. All right, Vapmire, you retreat. You come up here. Swordsman, you just keep hanging out there. We're just, don't mind us. We're just hanging out over here.
Close your eyes, Izzy.
Speaking of volcanoes, did you guys know that like when Pompeii like was going off, there are people who just sort of like not a lot, like most people got away, but like there were some people who just decided to like just stay there while
hung out while it
volcanoes
burned.
going off.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to Nick having run his last playtest of his game in Pompeii, I now know there's one guy who was caught jerking off.
Yeah. I remember that
I mean,
story.
If you got nothing else going on
Can't really blame him.
and you're dying, it's just like, one more for the road.
I feel like the stress of the situation would really impede that.
Unless you're someone who that's exactly what you need. That extra element of danger.
And there's just so many layers to it.
Cause a natural disaster.
Jesus.
Awesome. Take that, swordsman.
All right, and now can I fight? He doesn't have the. Damn it! I wanted to be able to blow him up and kill him in one turn. Let's see.
Well, I mean, we got that warrior there.
Yeah, but it's not going to be able to one-shot it. That's what I wanted. I'm afraid if he retaliates, we might not survive. But whatever.
To war!
Just imagine you survive a volcano going off and then the enemy attacks.
It's as if they knew. Sir, I don't know how to explain it. But they just came in with the volcano.
One guy stood really close to it and screamed and made the volcano go off. He's dead.
Wait, are you sure you want to send the envoys out like that? If we dump them all into...
Well, we built up enough to hit our second threshold for at least one of these. I guess
we become the suzerain of the one in the middle if we actually dump both of them in there.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we only need one to become the suzerain. It just needs 5, it says.
Yeah, and they got war stuff, right?
They do have war stuff.
What's their level 3 bonus if we get it up to 6?
If we get up to 6, we get +3 production in every city with a military academy or chaucery building, which we don't have yet. +6 production if you have both of these. So yeah, so we won't be getting any bonus for the 6. Their suzerain bonus, melee and anti-cavalry units attack do full damage to cities' walls. That sounds like something we need.
Yeah.
So I think we will become suzerain. We won't put the 6 in, but we'll establish that we're suzerain with 5. And then we'll probably just save. Actually, the other 2 could go to this, and now all of our... Oh, that's universities. Never mind. It used to be libraries.
I would say
with
maybe
that.
hold on to at least one, just in case somebody decides to have a funny idea and undo our suzerainness.
Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll put 2 in there. That'll put us 1 over, and we'll still have 1 to hang on to if we need it for something else. which I was confused. I was like, where'd those come from? Now I just remembered. We just declared war on Jerusalem and had envoys there. They probably went, hey, what the fuck, and left town.
Close the embassy. Close the embassy.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Bitch, you attacked. Whatever. I guess we
Promotion.
could like declare war more often before we attack, but
Just imagine how the envoys felt. The volcano goes off, and then they hear that we've declared war.
Oh,
Like,
God.
We just survived the volcano. Now we have to leave.
Hey, you know what? What if there was another?
Jesus.
Now, I think we're ready to take it.
Ugh, now Jerusalem's going to be conquered by butts.
That it will. Eat all this butt, Jerusalem.
By the way, the next city name on our list is Coagulaville.
Coagulaville. Coming at you.
Coagulville? But it's hard to say.
Coaguleville?
Coagulaville.
And
I think we
bada
want to
bing.
make the conquest of Jerusalem our last thing for tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to declare war on them because I wanted that to be something we could do before we ended.
Yeah. And
Now-
maybe if people are feeling it, we can continue the vampire war campaign.
Yeah, it's
Another
always
time.
weird for me streaming Civ because it's a thing where like I think people expect you to come back, but whenever I play Civ, a lot of my 500 hours are me starting games and playing them for like 5 hours and then abandoning them.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, because I love this phase of Civ. I don't like it when like you have a ton of stuff to manage. Like once I've got like 5 or 6 cities, that's where I'm like, this is my sweet spot.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, I hate all the civs that are built to be small civilizations. I don't think they're fun to play. Forms a core out of a military unit. You can't make vampire cores, can you?
That'd be really cool.
They may count as special units.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
I will not blame you for trying.
We could give it to one of the spearmen.
What I'm probably going to do is give it to either my crossbow or maybe this guy who's already upgraded. Because once you have an upgrade, it's really... Or wait, no, this is a core, not an upgrade. Never mind.
Once we name some some form of archer, we can we can name them something a sub gave us.
Oh yeah, the burning shafts, I believe.
Yeah, Hell's flaming shafts.
And like that, oh, I thought that was gonna be enough.
Oh, not quite. Oh man, it's so close.
If volcano erupts again and it just raises the city and we can't get it.
Oops.
I don't think that's how it works, but it would be really funny.
Please the gods too much.
Yeah, sorry, gods. Got you a little too excited.
Premature eruption.
I wonder if Buddhism has any negatives for fighting against your holy city, because I'm noticing he is converting us all. You cannot make a vampire core. But I
Alright,
can.
so-
It was a good
you a core.
try.
All right, so can we name them now?
The Third Crusade!
Oh Jesus!
You did what the real Barbarossa couldn't do.
All right. And there's Jerusalem for you. We're gonna just burn that city to the ground. Keep it.
Well, the volcano may do that for us.
Coagulville it is.
Oh yeah, Coagulville. That's right.
Welcome to the.
We can get
Empire,
our second
Coagulville.
vampire. That's
Yes,
boom.
Strahd.
2 vampires, and now we can build vampire castles.
That vampire's name is Strahd now.
Strahd? How was that spelled again?
Strahd. Strahd.
I think this auto all caps. Yes. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And how do I spell Coagulville? Coagulville.
COA. Gul. Vil. There we go.
Quaguville.
And can we name those crossbow guys?
Let me see if the next turn, if it lets us, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Because this isn't a core isn't necessarily an upgrade, so I think those are different. Yeah. Okay. You can't name them.
Nah,
They're
not
cores.
yet. Okay.
Nope. But hey, we'll keep track of that somewhere. Make sure we know that. But yeah, I think that might do us for tonight, though.
Yeah.
Set everybody to fall asleep and fix stuff.
Our empire is built on strong ground now.
Also,
Vampires
we just
en route.
we just took a city, so now everybody's got plus 50% production. So like everything's gonna
Yeah.
get built faster when we come back. Like
The war
yeah.
machine can really spring into action.
Yeah, the war machine springs to life and opens up one eager eye, and that's me.
Count Strahd and Count Butt are ready for action.
But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody who subbed. Like I said, if and when we come back to this, we'll use the names we've gotten. But I would really like to, like, I don't know, I'd keep this going, even though I never go back to Civ games. I had fun showing this off.
I want to see us eat the world. I'll definitely come back for more.
Yeah,
And-
if audience guys, if you guys want more, let us know, and we'll try and make it happen.
Which also, we can now see what the next improvement for vampires will be, which isn't until the industrial era, but it grants a vampire an additional vampire, so we'll have a third one. And now we can also build more castles. Your vampires now intimidate adjacent enemies, reducing their combat strength by 5.
Nice.
So eventually, all vampires will just have a passive debuff for enemies.
All right. Well, then, guys, we'll hold on to those names that subs gave us, and we'll keep the door open next time this happens.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Vampire butts.
Come by tomorrow at 3:00, where Nick and Scott will be interviewing Benjamin Diskin,
Yes.
the voice of Haida from Magretsko.
That's really cool. I'm psyched that they got Ben Diskin. He's one of my favorite actors.
And I believe they'll also be discussing Gretzko in general with Ben.
Correct.
So it'll be a fun time.
All right, I think that's gonna close it out for us. I have nothing else to add. Do you have any words of wisdom, Quinn?
Everybody.
See ya.
Don't
Coagulator.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.